Hey, good morning. How's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday, guys. Today is Wednesday. Yes, it is Wednesday, midweek, guys. Just a couple more days left to finish for the week. I hope you guys are having a great trading week, great personal week, business wise, job wise. Hope everything is great. And guys, remember, let's finish strong. Even if you're having a bad week, let's finish strong. The week is not over, guys. So what's gold doing at the moment? Gold's currently trading at 1974. It was pretty nice to see gold reach 1985. It rejected 1985, a strong level. We're sort of consolidated in this range. We do have a nice range though here. It's like a nice 70 pip range. So we've been consolidated for the past couple hours, a day or two, pretty much one day. We do have news today. Let's check out the news. So first things first, guys. I got my water, of course. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Got my water. I always tell everybody I like starting off with my water. We've got housing and building permits. What's this? Housing starts. Analyze number of new residential buildings that began construction during the previous month. Why do traders care? Why do we care as traders? It is a leading indicator of economic health because building construction produces a wide-reaching ripple effect. Jobs are created for construction workers, subcontractors, and inspectors are hired, and various contracts. Okay. So I don't think it should affect gold much. I don't think we should see price of gold get impacted much by this, but we will be cautious just in case, right? I'll take a look at the DXY at the dollar soon. Let me also real quick copy this link, send it out, invite the VIP members real quick. Are any of you guys in like any of these trades? Whether it's US 30, NASDAQ, gold, GJ. We've got some GJ traders here as well. That's why I ask. Discord. Give me one moment so I can invite the VIP over. If we did reject, it would have been nice to catch some buys down here, to be honest with you, at the bottom. But if we're not in, we're not in, right? Another opportunity will present itself. Look at this rejections that we're seeing as well. And this is a nice 4-hour level of support as well, guys. We do have a good amount of reaction at this level. Not a good amount, but we do have strong reaction at this level, indicating to me that price may not want to continue to the sell side, right? Another thing I am cautious with, we got 56 minutes left till the 4-hour candle closure, so we'll be extremely patient. I'm not going to force anything. I want to see how this 4-hour candle is going to close, because if we anticipate, the buys, we could be in already too late. We could respect this minor level support that we have here, and we could reject and just kind of create another range down here in between 1970 and 1974. So let's be patient, boys and girls. Go here. All right, we've invited the VIP. So we've checked the news, Forex Factory. That's always the first thing I check for. Finviz, another source that I like to go and check just to see how my indices are performing, and I get to look at the 1-day relative performance of my pairs, right? So as you can see, the US dollar is outperforming its other pairs. Dollar is pretty bullish for the day. Bitcoin at 30,000, nice. And last but not least, my third website that I always like to look at, investing.com. Now this one, guys, I only like to check it because I trade gold, guys. And for those of you that know, if you trade gold, you're trading pretty much the US dollar, right? The US dollar is, I like to look at the DXY as an inverse pair to gold. If gold, I say it all the time, guys, if gold is going up, the dollar must be going down, and vice versa. It's not always the case, right? We live in weird market times where certain things may not happen how we expect it to happen, right? But for the most part, that's how it moves. Also, I like to look at my indices to see how the stock market is performing. I trade NASDAQ sometimes as well. So NASDAQ is an indices. So if by looking here, you can see that the NASDAQ is up 0.76% on a 1 day basis. I go here as well to indices futures, and I can see how the indices are performing. So it's pretty cool. I get to look at it, see how we're performing, how we should be, what we should be expecting at market open, and how we performed. I have an overall idea of how we performed yesterday, because I wasn't on top of the markets when the markets closed on Nasdaq. So little insider gives me an edge advantage to the market. At least I feel like it gives me an edge advantage based off how I've performed over the past months after I started using these resources. So it's pretty cool, guys. Yeah, that's why I like to look at investing.com. Also, they give you like fundamentals, right? Like stuff like this. If you keep scrolling down, maybe there's something that catches my eye and I glimpse over it. Like I said, it's pretty important, because if you can understand the fundamentals of the pair that you trade, you'll be more informed in the markets. You can make better decisions. It'll give you that edge advantage in the markets. It's like, these banks. You don't have to be a bank trade. You don't have to trade like the banks or anything. Oh, look at gold. Gold just shot up like almost 20 pips, I believe. 30 pips. You don't have to, trade like the banks or anything like that. But even people who trade in banks, like, they know what's going on with the economy, right? I also like to stay informed because I live in the US, and because I live in the US, I trade US based pairs. I trade New York session. It correlates with it goes with New York stock market exchange. So it's vital for me to stay informed with what's going on in my economy, so I can be prepared as a citizen. Whether I should be saving money, investing money, it helps me stay in a better position as an investor. I know what I can expect, the unexpected. I can just be prepared. It's all about being prepared, right? And we're kind of in a tough situation where the markets are looking a little weird, and we could expect a market crash soon, right? If you can make sure that you're well informed at all times, you will make better decisions and be prepared. You won't get caught off guard. 1976 on gold. So I'm not gonna be trading gold anytime soon, guys. I'm just seeing. Like I said, guys, for the buys, I missed my entry. It was down at the bottom. Let's see how price reacts near this level. This is a 60 pip range as well, so we might not see much movement. We could expect a bigger movement. Buys above 1980 and sells below 1972. So let's see how it plays out. Let's go check out. Let's check out the dollar DXY. So DXY, same thing, looking a bit rangy, as you guys can see here. Price is just consolidated. We broke out of this consolidation area, and we're sort of trading above this range. So I don't feel comfortable buying gold anytime soon until, what's crazy? Now that I look at the dollar, we're trading at 100, and we were recently at 103, 500, and to think that we were at 113 as well. Like, the dollar is just bearish on higher time frames. We're breaking market structure, guys. Like, look at this. This is a nice this is a level of supply that I had marked here. It was level demand, now it's sort of like a level of supply, but look at that. That's insane. We're breaking market structure to the downside, guys. So we can expect dollar DXY to start trading below 100 areas. But let's see. I want to see what price could do in these next days. We could catch a nice high time frame movement. All right. It's just patience, guys. Now we just wait. Just patience, guys. Now we just wait. One 176.065, 176, 175, 176. Yeah, what's Nasdaq doing? Let's check out Nasdaq real quick, guys. Nas 100 USD. Nice little range that we've got here. So now we could what I would want to see. Let's check out the 4 hour real quick. Look at this retest that we had here. Small little retest. Let's go down. Let's check out the daily time frame. We're about to break previous daily highs as well. It seems like we're fading to break it. We could retest this area as well, right? But let's see. Let's go to the weekly. We are midweek into this candle. There's 2 days left for this candle closure off the weekly. We are trading above this level of support that I'm seeing as well. So strong reaction at these levels, as you guys can see, with major breakouts and pushes. Rejects as well, as you guys can see here. We rejected here and we just melted right here. We broke out of it with some nice volume to the upside. Here we rejected, bounced back up, breakout, but we're trading above 15,700. So let's see if we can let's see if price will continue to trade above that area. Let's check out the 4 hour time frame. Hey, do we have a trend line? Possible trend line in place as well. Let's see if we get a breakout out of this trend line. If we get a breakout, guys, I would probably go for the retest. I like catching trades off the retest. They don't happen all the time, but when they do have high chances of success. I don't think we have XAUSD. I don't think we have anything. We have this weekly trend line playing out so far. No trend lines for gold. Patience, guys. Patience. That's all it is, guys. Trading at 1975. Look at this range that we've got here. So we could expect a nice breakout. Now, there's two ways to approach this, right? If we do break out, we could either, well, we're waiting 44 minutes for this 4-hour candle closure, right? But what I want to see is, if we're looking for buys, what I want to see is, I want to see a breakout out of this range. I want to see a candle closure above the range as well. We could either play it safe, let it create another range on top of that range, so it would be a range 2, right? Your range 2 would be right here. And then we can take the breakout out of range 2, which would also be daily highs. That's safe buys, right? Your risky buys would be right here. We wait for candle closure, wait for the next 4-hour candle to open up. Let's see how it opens up, and we can, after it creates a nice bottom wick, we can get in at the flip and have a stop loss at the bottom of the wick, right? That's another way to approach it. Or we can, this is sort of like our no trade range here, or we can wait for the sells to play out as well. If the sells do play out, I'll possibly take the, I'll most likely take the breakout out of this trade. But I want to see a candle closure. I want to see it close more bearish than what it is. It's right now looking a little weak, like a weak bearish candle. So if I can get a candle closure on this 4-hour candle towards anywhere underneath previous candle lows, it would be nice. And then I want to see the next candle as well, same thing, vice versa. I want to see it create a nice top wick, and then we can execute at the breakout of previous candle low with our stop loss at the top of our wick. But let's see how this candle closes. This candle closure will tell us a lot. It'll give us a lot of confirmations. Right now we just gotta be patient, guys. Let's wait it out. That's all we can do for now, guys. Wait it out. Just bob and weave. Bob and weave. I wonder what made price drive was. So let's see what type of news. That was probably news. Retail sales, maybe. That's the only thing I'm thinking. Based off the time, yeah, it had to be retail sales. So retail sales must have not been good. 0.2%. Lower than the previous months at 0.3%. Crude oil inventories as well at 10:30. All right, let's check out. It's not a lot of volume at the moment. We did see some volume. It wasn't much. 20 pip volume on gold, but there's not a lot of volume at the moment. Let's hope to see that volume kicks in at 8:30 with the news. And if there's no volume with the news, then maybe we see volume start to kick in with New York market open. We just gotta wait. Just patience. This is all it is, patience. I like to tell everybody, when you're waiting for, like right now we're waiting for 40 minutes for a 4-hour candle closure. These are the best moments, right, to practice patience when you're waiting for candle closures. It's the best moments to rehearse your patience, go over your patience. You know, a lot of us, I can say from experience, when I was first starting off trading, I would feel like I was gonna miss out with this move right here with this 4 hour candle. Now, yeah, maybe we did miss out on it 20 pips, or like, you know, when we first started seeing gold, which was around here, 30 pips now. But guys, it doesn't matter. The markets are always going to give you opportunities, right? We could have gotten in on this trade and been in drawdown, but like I said, it's so far we're getting good confirmations for the buys, right? We're seeing this nice rejection from the downside, and now we just flipped bullish. We've been bearish for the past couple hours, so let's see how this candle closes. It's looking pretty nice though for the buys. We also are we are respecting this minor level of resistance over here. So let's see how we perform near this level of resistance. Definitely very interesting. Dun, 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 dun. Thought there would be more volume, I'm not gonna lie. I at least would like to see more volume so we could see, like, you know, action. We could also, another thing that I'm seeing here, we are trading below this on the 15 minute. It looks much clearer. What this minor level of resistance that I was talking to you guys on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour it looks nicer, but on the 15 minute you can see a little bit more data, right? More candles. Now what I do see here, we could possibly reject this and respect this low or make another low, but I don't know if we'll break this low. If we break this low, we could break a 15-minute market structure, and we could possibly see 1965 hit. I stopped having a bias, guys, because last month I had a bias throughout like most of my trading days, because it was a month ago we were like trading at 1900 level, and I just near 1900 level, and I just kept buying gold, bro. I just kept buying because I believed gold was gonna go up. I mean, my overall analysis was correct, obviously. We went up in price, but I was just in early, guys. I was in early. I was swinging positions as well, leveraging correctly, but I mean, even with a one lot on my positions, I couldn't afford to be in drawdown, you know, 500 pips, 700 pips. Like, it was just too much. But yeah, I kept buying gold here at 1950. I bought gold at 1935. I bought gold at 1920. I bought gold at 1910. I bought gold at 1900. My lowest entry was 1890. 1893 was my lowest entry. I'm lying. 1895, 1896 was my lowest entry right here, right at the bottom. I wish I would have held, right? But it happens. But you know what makes me happy? Knowing the fact that my analysis was correct, right? Like I said, it's gonna happen where you're in a position, you're in for the swing, you're in for the long term, but your position doesn't play out so soon. That's why it's good to leverage correctly. Don't overtrade so you can continue to, like, you know, give your trade a second chance. In my case, I was just in too early. I had a bias. I was getting clapped on these moves, like right here, these types of moves, as you guys can see here. Here's another move. Over here. But it happens, guys. It's part of the markets. We're not gonna win them all. But it is a nice trade. I do believe if you got in gold at 2000, I mean at 1900, oof, that's like golden entry. I would just hold that. Look at this daily candle. The daily candle is battling bulls versus bears. We just flipped bullish again. Let's see if we can break previous daily highs, 1985. We could also expect a retest off of this weekly trend line. We could expect a nice retest and then possibly bounce back up. But if gold reaches 1900 again, I'm buying and just holding. Hey, did this not save? Boom. Little Ranger, got my sells right here at the bottom, 15,850, sells below 15,850 and buys above 15,880. Excuse me guys with the tissues, guys. I have allergies in the morning and it's kind of rough for me. Gold at 1978. Telling you it's a strong level we're currently at. This is a strong level of resistance. Strong minor level of resistance. We got the news coming out in 4 minutes, guys. News coming out in 4 minutes. All right, news. 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes for the news. Let's see what type of volume we get. Hopefully, we get some good volume, guys. I'm not trying to see if there's not much volume. Maybe I just wait till New York market open or closer to your New York market open, or maybe it's a no trade day. But I kind of don't want to miss out of this no. I don't want it to be a no trade day just because I could see good potential moves out of a breakout. We can break out of this range. So let's see just patience, guys. We got 2 minutes left. Also, definitely not taking any trades soon, just because first of all the news is coming out. Second of all, I am not going to trade news. I'm not a news trader. But most importantly, I want to see how the markets react to the news, right? When news gets released, remember the first part is reaction. So let's see how the markets react to the news. And then once the markets have chosen a direction, then we can get in with the direction of price, right? We don't want to guess right now. We don't want to anticipate anything. We don't want to have a bias as well. You know, let's stay focused. Let's see volume kick in as well. Let's just wait. We got 30 minutes also for the 4-hour candle closure. So I believe in 15 seconds, we should see the news that gets released, which I don't think we should see it affect the price of gold much, considering that it's housing, but it could affect the US dollar. It could affect the dollar. All right, news was released. Pending, 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 pending. All right. We could break out of this range, guys, with this news. And also, another tip, guys, the first move, when news gets released, the first move tends to be a false move. It's not always the case, but that's why I don't like trading news, guys. We are seeing DXY, some bearish movement on the DXY. News should have been released. Boom. 1.43 million. Forecasted at 1.48. Previous month, 1.63 million. So obviously, housing and building permits have gone down. So why is that concerning, guys? Because the more it goes down, the less jobs are being opened, the less jobs are being created, less jobs are being produced, right? As you guys can see here, why is this important? Jobs are created for construction workers, subcontractors, and inspectors are hired. So if we're building less houses, then less jobs are being provided, less people are working, right? Less people are working, less jobs are being provided, then less consumers are spending less. If consumers are spending less, that means manufacturers are making less. If manufacturers are making less, they don't produce as much. If they don't produce as much, you guys see the ripple effect there? Well, it's pretty important to know these types of fundamentals. So I guess it's not impacting the gold much. So we will wait 28 minutes for 4-hour candle closure. We will be waiting, guys. Still no volume, guys. There's still no volume. Let's check out NAS, that DXY indecisive candle on the dollar. Bulls battling the bears. Price is really testing this level of resistance that we've got here. Let's see if we can break out of it. It's seeming to be battling this level pretty strong. And we're trading right underneath it as well. I feel a little optimistic with gold. I sense some optimism. But I want to see us break this previous high. And I want to see us close above this range, above this level's resistance. I want this to convert into a level of support. I don't want it to be resistance if I'm looking for buys. And so far, in these next 26 minutes, it's looking like, if it were to close now, it's looking pretty good for a bullish candle, but still not strong enough.